I will show you what I do have, that one that I do give the players is this one, which is a cipher deck. And in Cypher System, you have these things called ciphers, which are essentially single-use magic items. Let me get these out here. And there's two colors in the deck. So you have those red ones, or the orange ones, and then these more blue-gray ones. And what the orange ones are going to give you is what kind it is. So that's a worn device. I'll give you that right there. And then the blue-gray is going to have 2 or 3 items on it that are ciphers. So it's going to be a worn device that does this. And it gives the level up here in the corner as well. And so what happens is that when there's a new cipher that comes out, you have the player draw for what type of device it is. So a worn device, or a worn device that looks like a hand gauntlet, or let's say here's a weird, just something that's odd. There's injectables, there's all sorts of things that you can get. And then I will have them pull this, and then I'll have them pull one of these cards, and I'll have them roll a d6 to determine basically a d3 to see which one that they get. And then they have this to take a picture of and then put on their sheet, or however they want to keep track of it a little bit later. I find that speeds that game up because it's a very punctiliar thing. It is one bit of information that is being put out that people need to be aware of. And I find that pretty helpful, because otherwise they're going to have to pause to roll in a cipher table and have people write it down. But this way I can hand the people, they can take care of that while we just continue playing. And so that's one of the reasons why I like the cipher deck. And I don't just have the first cipher deck, which is cipher deck 1. I have cipher deck 2 as well. And I like cipher deck 2. Actually, one of my players right now is dying to have his character die. Dying metaphorically to have his fictional character really literally die. It's a very strange concept. But the reason why is because he has a cipher that he got out of this deck that will essentially raise him from the dead as a zombie and let his character like lurch away until it rebuilds the system and he comes back to life. And he's really looking forward to using that at some point. Ciphers are a very, very cool part of Numenera, and they get used constantly. So one of the reasons why I like having the deck is because they are single-use magic items, and they're meant to kind of be dropped as loot. That's one thing that some folks don't like about Cypher systems. They think that's a little bit too video gamey. My players haven't really felt that at all, and I don't feel like that. And I don't particularly care for video gamey style play.